need a assistance, someone who could help you. So ଆମର ଆପଣ ମାନେ ଥିଲେ ଦୀପକ ଚାନ୍ଦ ବୋଧେ ଥିଲା ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ସେମିଷ୍ଟର କରିଥିବ ଆମେ ଅଡିବଲ
Yes, madam.
Deepak thila.
Mr. Deepak was there.
Deepak handled everything very carefully and very sincerely. He was one of the sincere person I ever meet at DDC. DDC रे हमर जत्ते लोक काम करंती हम अंडर रे I saw Deepak is one of the sincerity रो जदि आपण heights कहबे yes that was heights. But what to do? We have to do everything by ourselves. That was the issue. Let me share this screen. Okay. Okay. Is it now visible, Ilani?
Yes, madam.
That's visible. So yesterday we have started what is fiscal policy, I guess. So fiscal policy, as the name came from FRISC. FRISC means public treasury, public fund. And when we're talking about fiscal policy, it is refers to the word government spending over the macroeconomic objective, over microeconomic objective, over socio-economic objective. ये जो objective गुड़ा को नहीं कि government रो spending कौन and what is government earning and what is the basic ratio between that is what all about the fiscal policy. So here what exactly government spending, that is specially include aggressive demand, goods and services, employment, inflation control, economic growth, socio-economic growth, growth in the healthcare system, growth in educational system, create more employability for the people, create socio or satisfy the socio-economic objective. जहाँ भी socio-economic objective अच्छे मानकर जब कि employability है जाओ, roadways construction है जाओ, infrastructure development है जाओ, industrial development है जाओ, health and hospitality management है जाओ, tourism enhancement है जाओ, ये सब हिला government रो specific work towards the socio-economic objective. जोटा कि फुलफिल गवर्नमेंट को करिया को पड़िबो. So that is how the government expenditure day by day increases. So when we talking about majority of the Indian population are not paying tax, जदि आपण ये जो हमरो last year tax ला बढ़ी गला ता परे जदि आपण देखिबे आगरु तो 15.25% out of 100 direct tax pay करथिले. That was हमें कोच income tax pay करथिले. अपन दे स्लैब को 12 लाख को नहीं गले अराउंड 2 to 3% आउरी पॉपुलेशन कमी गली जो माने कि falling under the tax format. Now what happened now? The taxpayers are little bit less than the earlier. ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ସବୁବେଳେ କୁହେ I think ଆମେ ଏଇଟା ପଢେଇଛୁ କ୍ଲାସ ରେ ନା ନାହିଁ? I think ମୁଁ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିଥିଲି fiscal policy objective ସରିଯାଇଥିଲା. ସରି ଯାଇଛି ନା fiscal policy ସରି ଯାଇଥିଲା. So ଆମେ industrial policy को ଯିବା. ମତେ ଟିକେ କହିଦେବେ କାରଣ ପୁଣି ଆଉ ଥରେ ତାକୁ ରିପିଟ୍ କରିବାର କିଛି ମାନେ ନାହିଁ. industrial policy को ଯିବା. Yes, industrial policy. I think objective भी ମୁଁ पढ़ी ଦେଇଥିଲି industrial policy ର. We'll talk about industrial policy in India. What is happened in industrial policy revolution in 1948, revolution of 1956, industrial policy statement in 1977, industrial policy statement in 1980 and new industrial policy in 1991. ଆମେ ଏଇ ପାଞ୍ଚଟା industrial policy ପଢିବା. This is what called the growth, history, growth and development of the industrial policy. Now in the first industrial policy, which is just very near to our independence, we got independence in 1947. And the first, democratic Sarkar of India was established in the 1947 as for the, government, as the government of India. And, in the year of 1948, first industrial policy was being initiated by the government of India, because government of India jetebele amar 97 re 47 re amar India independence hela, India have very minimum resources in terms of money, in terms of food, in terms of development. There is no development, no kind of what innovation. We don't have innovation, we don't have technology, we don't have nothing was there. But still India tried to identify how to develop himself. So ei jo identification process ra first jinsa hela dita basic jinsa implement hitila, that was your industrial policy, and second one is agricultural policy. So we talk about Indian industrial policy. Industrial policy ra requirement kono? So always remember the country who is rich with more industries, that that country was rich in employability, that country is rich in development. कौन पाइना जदि आपन का इंडस्ट्रीज होची, जेमति मु गोटे इकोनॉमिक साइकिल कथा कहिथिली इन द फर्स्ट क्लास, if your industry is being developed, then it requires more manpower, and jette आपन का manpower entry करिवे, it will increase your productivity. जिते productivity और manufacturing increase हबो, सेते आपनकर commercial market रे strengthenity आसीबो, strengthen हबो. Now जेतले commercial market strengthen हबो, लोक अधिका किनिबे product, availability of the product and flexibility in pricing जति रहिबो, लोक बहु मात्रा रे commercial product किनिबे. जितने commercial product किनिबे, industry रो बिक्री हबो, industry become more strengthened, people become more efficient, consumption ability increases, and so on. This particular process somehow brings economic and socio-economic development for us. एक तो लोकंग पाखरे सबु जिंस रहिबो, तो socially से माने strength तांकर strengthen हबो, तांकर lifestyle रे changes आसीबो, तांकर way of living रे changes, saving rates रे changes आसीबो, सब बड़ी changes आसीबो जति industrial development हबो. So in 1948 we in India we saw mixed economy. So there are a huge number of population who are struggling for food also. So in that time the whole India was in industrial development, industrial system also, it was focused to small scale and cottage industry. So small scale कहले कोन, small scale कहले छोटो छोटो handicraft जिनस बनेबा. It was not huge industry at a time in established. So छोटो छोटो small scale industry, and India जेहेतु हमें जानिचो we are rich in आम पाखरे cottage industry टा बहुत बहुत भलो industry India रो. One of the growing industries, so that's why cottage industry be introduced hochi 1948 re. Now government restriction into the foreign investment still was there, because India pakhari hi nijero production nathila, to ame foreign ko kon dabu. So industries was divided into 4 categories over in 1948. One is called exclusive monopoly for the central government, jemti ki nei jantu arms, productions of atomic energy, management of railway, एगुड़ा सब सरकार का हाथ रे थिला. So it was central government monopoly, exclusive ame कहूचु. Second कहूचु coal, iron, steel, aircraft manufacturing, shipbuilding, telegraph and telephone industry. So new undertaking जोटा की state by the state थिला. So that was called second category. गोटेला central government जे arm, ammunitions, productions of atomic energy, management of railway को हाथ रे रखिथिला. State रे कौन रखथिले ना coal, iron, steel, aircraft manufacturing, shipbuilding, telegraph and telephone industries, एगुड़ा state under रे थिला. So सब जाक देखंतु आपनकर government under रे रहउची. Industries to be regulated by the government, that was basic importance, and open private enterprise for the individuals and corporates. So if you see in 1948, there are semti bhi kahiya gole ame just we got our independence. It is hardly possible for the population to make their company after getting independence of 1 year. So dhire dhire changes asibo. but initially all the sectors are under the government. Government nijar nije sabu prakara start off karuthile. So that's why all the categories are under the government, and government was focuses to here in small scale industries development and cottage industry. If I'm talking about the 1956 industrial policy revolution, basically in the 1940 56 was apparently known as economic constitutions of India. तामाने एठी हमरो केतेटा शेड्यूल रे इंडिया रो इंडस्ट्रियल डेवलपमेंट और इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी को डिवाइड करा गला. There were 3 segments: Schedule A, Schedule B and Schedule C. Schedule A रे कोन हला? Schedule A which covers sectors, public sectors. So there are only 17 industries in that time period which are public sector industries. Schedule B covering mixed sector, sector that was public and private sector. Schedule C only private sector. Now this particular provisions कौन ପାଇଁ करा हला? To develop the small scale industry, to make foreign investment, to make more efficient in the work cultures and work conditions, to meet various new challenges which is being come to the industrial policy. So एठी कौन करा होची ना framework टा हमरो ना economic constitutions को आसुची, and so as जेमति कि 1948 रे public sector को government start करूथिला. देखन तो open private enterprise एठी कौन होची ना public sector को schedule A, schedule B और schedule C रे public और private sector को divide करा जाउची. So what do you understood by public sector? What do you understood by private sector? Private sector कहले कोन? मो कंपनी, आमे 5 जण तदरे पार्टनर अछु. It is my company, it is my look after. But when it was came to the public hand, just a minute पिलाने, गोटे मिनिट पे म्यूट करछि, गोटे मिनिट. Okay, so when we're talking about 1956, so public sector or private sector with a difference called private company. It is my company, my industry. Whatever gain, that was mine. Whatever loss, that was mine. But when it is open to the public, जेतले मो गोटे वेंचर स्टार्ट करूची, मो जे एक्सपेंशन करूची, मते पैसा दरकार अछि, मो पब्लिक को मो कंपनी भितर एंट्री करेबी. So that was called public sector. Fine. Now, जेतले 1956
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Public sector actually where the government has more than 51% of the shareholding, it is public sector company. Private
Yes,
sector,
Hmm.
it's
It
held
is
by the private entities,
yes,
or where
yes.
the holding of the government is less than 50%. Public
Maybe
companies
the
are
public,
companies which are listed, which raises fund from the public. These are called public companies, not public sector. Private companies are they do not raise money from the public.
correct. Whatever you say, that was correct. When we're talking about public sector, sorry, public companies katha kaideli. When it is public sector, it was more than 50% shareholding of the government. Private sector, it was private, so there is no interference of the government in terms of holding. And when it was, the company is asking for, money from the through the shareholding by offering shares, the public company coach. So that was yes, that was correct. Mu kahibare tike bhul hei gala eta. So that was called public companies, or that holding of the general public involves in the company. So we have covering mixed sector also, joti ki public and private both industries भी रहुची in 1956. Now came to the 1977. 1977 was the extension of 1956. So ethi kon hochi na, basically these small units or tiny units are being entertained or created, and more probably companies are decentralized. They take their own decisions regarding opening new ventures, creating employability. So adire samane nijera decision nije nele, and more probably in 1977 the policy is imposing MNC, multinational company, means one company started business in various other companies countries, where one of the company or the starting, like Mr. X having a company in India, then in India it is called the host country, and other countries where he wants to sell his product, so that was the unhosted countries ame kochu. So in that way, one particular company who is started his business in India, he could able to spread his own product in various countries and sell his own product in various countries. So that was multinational companies, who is the concept was started nearby in 1977. So 1956 ro only extension format hela kono 1977. Now came to 1980. So ଯେତେବେଳେ ବହୁତ
Ma'am, is
ଅଧିକା
there any
ଆପଣଙ୍କର
specific reason?
international trade ହବ,
Excuse me, ma'am.
sorry.
Is there any specific reason to name it as industrial policy statement rather than industrial policy resolution? Because in the 48 and 56, these were resolutions.
Resolutions. It
But
is only
77, it is
statement because
industrial policy
yes,
statement.
I'm answering to that. Resolution when policy are being made, ଆମେ resolute କରୁଛୁ, like a particular a basic committee was being formed, and they were making resolute that these are the new entities entered, these are the new rules and regulation that is being formed. Statement କହିଲେ କ'ଣ, ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ only ସେଇ ଯୋଉ policies ଗୁଡାକୁ extension କରାଉଛନ୍ତି, ତା ଦେହରେ improvement ଆଣୁଛନ୍ତି, ତା ଦେହରେ changes ଆଣୁଛନ୍ତି, ଆପଣ ନୂଆ policy କୁ introduce କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି, only ଆପଣ ତାର changes କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ତାକୁ innovate କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ତା ଦେହରେ କିଛି ନୂଆ addition କରୁଛନ୍ତି. So that is how the resolution and statement is being differentiated. Resolution ରେ ଆପଣ policy create କରୁଛନ୍ତି, that policy was not existing, you are creating that policy through the regulation, through the amendment and all. But ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ extension କରୁଛନ୍ତି, when you are extending that policy into a certain level, that was statement. Got it?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So came to the next one, that was 1980. Now 1980 was a statement, but here also it was extension format of the 1977. Now 1980 re kon hitila, it was addressed to need promoting population of India. जो इंडियन लोक अछंती से माने इंडस्ट्रियल डेवलपमेंट रो आडकु जाउचंती, and they are making their own industries. And when talking about in domestic market, there are a huge competition. कारण जितले industry start हुए से first domestic रू ही start हुए. So domestic market रे huge competition, and that was leads to innovation, modernization, liberalization and technological upgradation. And ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏତେ ଅଧିକା large number of population enter to the policy system, then you required licensing, which is created and provided to control the automatic expansion of the people. तो आपण जेतले सुनंतु, expansion is good, but expansion रे unethical practices न हो, सेति पे आपण कोन करिवे ना, कोठी ना कोठी rule regulation को strict करिवे. So liberal here, licensing format was more strengthened. Now due to this rush of domestic market, there are certain acts are being implemented. One act is called MRTP Act, one is called FAIR Act. MRTP Act जेतले आपनकर बहुत अधिका competition हुए लोक unethical practices को जानती. So MRTP Act somewhere restrict this monopoly. So MRTP Act is also called as Monopolistic Restrictive Trade Practices Act. So कोनोसी भी monopoly होची ताको restrict करा जाओ trade practices रे. That was the main objective of the MRTP Act. आमे पर unit रे MRTP Act पढ़िबा. One more act was also being initiated here, that was called FERA Act, Foreign Exchange Regulation Act 1973. जेहेतु आप पूर्व देखंतु एठी आमे कहूछु कोन, most of the company wants to make their company into selling the product in multinational countries, countries. So most probably resembling to 1977. 80s रे कोन होची ना, जेहेतु international platform रे more companies wants to open their business. So FERA Act रहुची जोटा कि foreign exchange regulation को control करूची. So here the objective of this particular 1980 is based on two things. One is enhancing the competition in the domestic market, then controlling the same in terms of monetization or modernization, and same controlling the same with the MRTP Act. And when we're talking about second jinso kon eti koila na jodi expansion kochi, automation, expansion, international trade, city apano nua act banebe to control this, that was called FAIR Act. Now came to new industrial policy 1998 80 pore 1991 re amara next industrial policy asuchi. New industrial policy have more probably provide three basic factors, that was liberalization, privatization and globalization. So new industrial policy 1991 kete bela hochi jetale economic reformation hochi. So we all know that economic reformation was emphasized to LPG concept, liberalization, privatization and globalization. And definitely when it was economic policy, how it was far from industrial policy. Nihati industrial policy re ita apne implement karibe. Now what do you understand by liberalization? Liberalization means the government jo control achi, that has to be liberalized, that has to be reduced. Privatization, to increase the role and scope of private sector, where privatization also plays a vital role in terms of economic development. Globalization kono na integration of the Indian economy with the world economy. So globalization kochi jetla me amara most probably companies are being merged with the foreign companies, accused the foreign companies. So our stock holding or our stock exchange, foreign stock exchange सहित merge होची in terms of merger acquisition. I'm not talking about other things, but I'm talking about merger acquisition through रे होची. या तो फिर आपण कहि परिबे globalization means more and more MOUs are being signed by the government of India, where maximum foreign companies want to open their subsidiary business over in India and create employability for the Indian population. So eta ka ame kochu kono wide range of global platform or globalization. So in 1991 the LPG concept create more revolution in the Indian industrial policy. So it was most probably giving more opportunity towards employability. जदि अपन 1991 और तारो nearby years देखिबे, our economic growth was very fast. बहुत अधिका economic growth हेतिला, बहुत first range economic growth होतला, employability index रे हमरो number पुरको जाइथिला. So that means what this economic policy really works for India, and it will be profounded in the as the new industrial policy also. And here there are large number of entities or industries are being open. Some are the local industries, some are the industries of the or subsidiary industry of the global market. So it ame 1991 कोटे revolution भलिया देखुछु Indian industrial policy रे. Now, if I'm talking about the review of new industrial policy, review re kon kochi na public sector investment, increases. De-reservation, industrial reserved exclusively for the industrial or public sectors were reduced. Professionalism of the management of PSUs are increases. Sick POCs are being referred to the Board of Industries and Financial Reconstruction, jota ki IBFR ame kauchu. The scope of MOUs was strengthened. MOU is an agreement between a PSC or PSU and concerned ministry. एगुड़ा सब है कौन कौन रिव्यू सेक्टर को जगह आमर इंडियन न्यू इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी हबा परे भी आमर रिव्यू होची ऑन बेस ऑफ द पब्लिक सेक्टर. सो पब्लिक सेक्टर इन्वेस्टमेंट जिते इंक्रीज करिवो मन रखथांतो इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी भी इंक्रीज करे. Apart from that, जदि de-reservations होची, that means इते आपनकर गोटे example देबी, concerned with one example, that is जदि आपनकर जते natural resources अछि आपन जब ताको de-reserve करूचंती, then that was also reduce the burden on the public sectors. Apart from that, if any public sector unit is being sick, यदि कौन सी पब्लिक सेक्टर यूनिट सिक ही जाउची, so that was create unemployability, कारण तादरे जते employable लोक थिबे तांको बाहर योग पड़िबो. So यदि सिक होची, it has to be referred to IVFR. So BIFR जोटा हमर हला Board of Industrial and Financial Restructuring. So restructuring जते बेले हे जाउची, definitely that sick unit somehow revive. And jitale revive coach, it will create employability for the people. It was create more industries, or strengthening that in industries. Not only it will revive himself, it will create work for the industry, for the economic environment. Sign and more MOUs are being strengthened. Jite MOUs sign hobo, sete Indian, as a country for India, it was good. So as if I have told you, industrial हमें offline class रे पढ़िबा. Okay. So if you have any question, please ask. नले मैं next unit को जिबा. Okay, let me share the next unit slide. So let me share it. The screen is visible, Pilamane?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what we will cover in this unit, we will cover MRTP Act. Then we will cover globalization or LPG specifically. देखिबा जदि globalization, liberalization and privatization. The labor welfare and society, social security, that I will left for the offline class because basic question adhara aseni. Then we will study GATT and WTO. First, try to understand what is MRTP Act. As I have already told you, the full form of the MRTP is monopolistic restrictive trade practices. it is a very important, part of our economy, or this act is an important part of our, industrial development. Why? Because ଯେତେବେଳେ କୌଣସି ଜିନିଷରେ ଆପଣ ଦେଖିବେ huge competition. ଆଜିକାଲି ଆପଣ ଦେଖୁଥିବେ ବହୁତ ପେପର ଲିକ୍ ହଉଛି. କୋଉଠି ଲିକ୍ ହଉଛି, ପେପର ଲିକ୍ ହଉଛି ନା ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ସ ରେ. And if you see the ratio of examinees, there are like 10 vacancies, and there are 10,000 students who are applied for. तो vacancy रो जदि 10टा vacancy और 10,000 पिला, so 1:1000 ପାଇଁ, so गोटे post ପାଇଁ गोटे 1000 पिला apply କରୁଛନ୍ତି. And when there is a huge competition, Russian competition, people, when you have insecure that ମୁଁ ତ 100% ପାଠ ପଢିଛି, ମୁଁ 100% effort ଦେଇଛି, ମୁଁ 100% practices କରିଛି, but I am not sure that I'm 100% I'm getting the job or getting into that particular examination. When that fear comes, some people who are little bit more fearing with this particular situation, they will try to adopt some unethical practices. से unethical practices कौन ना रे कोठी देखो मु कोन केमती क्वेश्चन किछि पाई जिबे या तो फिर काको पैसा देके मु चाकरीटा पाई जिबे. सेमती हम कहू जो इंडस्ट्री रे जते बेले बहुत अधिक कंपटीशन हे जाउची, so industries try to adopt some unethical practices. केमती मो प्रोडक्ट अधिक बिक्री हो केमती लोक केवल मो प्रोडक्ट किनतु. So these are like certain things which are came along with the high competition. Now government has to take some steps or initiation to control this. Otherwise it was going far away from the reach. तो कौन limitations पकेबे ना, limitations है MRTP Act जोठी के monopoly को restrict कराउची. Now came to what is monopoly. So you must heard about this particular term monopolistic market or monopoly market. Monopoly market कौन? बहुत traditionally हमें तरह गोटे definition कहू, one seller and number of buyers. One seller and number of buyers चितल होची, the seller makes certain kind of what monopoly in his either in behavior or in selling aspects. The monopoly कौन? For an example, he doesn't want to sell the product to a particular category of the people, and he will make restriction on that. Or maybe whatever price is the affordable price or MRP was written, he says I will sell above the MRP, but you do not have any other option. That's why you have to adopt that, because आपण पर कुछ option नहीं, आपण adopt करिया को राज्य बाध्य. For an example, particular गोटे ratio रे से price टा को बढ़े दोची, and whatever warranty, guarantee or added services are being there, he कुसे कोच के मु देबिनी. So you have to follow, because you do not have any other option. आपण पर आउ किछि shop नहीं, आउ कोनोसी vendors नाहंती जो माने बिकिबे. So जेतेले आपण को से system थाए सेतेले monopoly हुए. आउ कोठी monopoly हुए ना जोठी domestic जोठी competition बहुत high हबो, जोठी बहुत competition high हुए सेठी भी monopoly हुए. So that monopolistic has to be restricted. आउ कोन restrict हबो ना, different kind of unethical practices, any kind of unethical practices नहीं जानतु सेटा भी जेतेले restrictive हे जिवो, then this particular act is fully activated. Now MRTP Act was passed in 1969 and it was came into full force on the 1st June 1970. Fine. So subsequently this particular act was restructured in 1974, 1980, 1982 and 1991. What is MRTP Act? MRTP Act was concerned with the practices, means dominant trade practices, where farms or any on oligopoly or farms consist of 3 different companies to reach a domestic position of the market. Then they are able to control the market by eliminating most probably high range of competition, and that was regulating price output of the product. So that was called MRTP Act in general. Now, what are the objectives of MRTP Act? There are majorly 3 objectives. First one, the law made to make sure that economic power should not be get into the concentrated into hands of few companies. जोटा कि आज का डेट रे हमें देखुछु इंडिया रे हाथ रे गणी देले तीनटा चारटा कंपनी अछि जहा पाखरे मैक्सिमम इकोनॉमिक पावर अछि. So that was because of this government रो इंटरफेरेंस जोगु किछिटा कंपनी अछंती जहा पाखरे कंसंट्रेटेड हिकिना इकोनॉमिक पावर रहउची. So which is not allowed in the as per the MRTP Act. To provide for monopoly control regulation and monopolistic restrictive trade practices. So monopoly control आज का डेट रे maximum monopoly control ही जाइछि जेतले कि गवर्नमेंट सब जिंस प्राइवेटाइज्ड करि दउछि. Even in railway रो everything in railway is privatized. Everything now Air India was privatized. प्राय गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर जिनस प्राइवेटाइज्ड ही जे जो गवर्नमेंट जिनस अछि जेंति BSNL is still with government. It was in a not in a very active condition. So monopoly somehow restricted. There was an amendment in 1984 that introduction of fourth objective of Act, which is called unfair trade practices. Unfair trade practices कहले कोन जेमति कि misleading advertisement नहीं जानतो, misleading product quality and quantity रे जोठी compromise होची. So that was called unfair trade practices. Fair trade practices नुहे. So it was basically based on what kind of product and services you are selling. If you are not maintaining regulations in that product and services, taku bhi ame unfair कहूचो, unfair trade practices कहूचो. So MRTP Act was further divided into three parts. That is MTP, RTP and UTP. MTP leads to prohibition of the monopolistic trade practices. RTP, prohibition of the restrictive trade practices. UTP, prohibition of unfair trade practices. So there are three different type of trade practices under MRTP Act. So in the next class, we will go and try to understand what is MTP, RTP and UTP. Then we will go to study your LPG concept. Bujhila pilamani?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anything you want to ask? किछि क्वेश्चन नहीं? वेरी गुड. सब बुझी जाउछ पिलामने. परीक्षा रे भी सेमती लिखिबो.
हम सब बुझी जाउछु लेखिला
एटा केमती एटा गोटे भलो कथा नै. आपण माने बुझुचंती माने लिखिबे.
ଲେଖୁଛି ଭଲ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆସୁନି ମାର୍କ।
अच्छा लिखुचंती मार्क आसुबे सेटा सुनतो सेटा असंभव लेखिले मार्क आसीओ। अच्छा मोर फर्स्ट सेमिस्टर रे गोटे क्लास अछि शुभश्री कोडे गलु मा ना आउट हे गलुनी शुभश्री अछु
ନା ଶୁଭଶ୍ରୀ ଡାଉଟ୍
Yes,
ହେଇଯିବ।
ma'am. अच्छी ma'am.
नहीं शुभश्री अच्छी बा शुभश्री मु तुमको टिके होस्ट करची नेक्स्ट टीचर आसिले तांको टिके होस्ट कर दबो।
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
ओके थैंक यू आई एम लिविंग
Have a good day, ma'am.
थैंक यू बाय बाय
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Have
Thank
a
you,
nice
ma'am.
day, ma'am.
थैंक
थैंक
यू
यू मैम
बाय बाय।
ଆଜି କ୍ଲାସ୍ ହବ କି ନାହିଁ?
You are the host. You have to tell.
I am the host. I don't know about the teachers. ତମମାନେ ଯୋଉଟା ଅଛ ମୁଁ ବି ସେଇଟା ଅଛି। ମୁଁ କେମିତି ଜାଣିବି?
Wait up to 8:30.
Yeah, let's wait.
Good morning, all.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning.
Sir,
Just
wait a minute, just make you host.
okay. Is it visible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So to start with a quotation.
Yes,
So
sir,
we
you
are
are the host now.
okay. So slide is visible, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So I will start with a quotation. We are in entrepreneurship. We are reading this entrepreneurship development paper or entrepreneurship. So ये भी सही वो भी सही, ये भी सही वो भी सही, क्या हार में क्या जीत में, विजय पथ पर जो भी मिला ये भी सही वो भी सही. So self confidence is highly essential when you are making different kind of business. So sometimes what happened, you will feel very proud when you are making this business. So just opposite of that, when sometimes you feel that you have taken a wrong decision. So self-confidence is highly essential when you are making this kind of business. So sometimes downfall happens, sometimes you are in top position. So you have to be very balanced between your failure and success. So that is very important. So today we'll discuss about this role of entrepreneurship development, and then after we'll discuss the relevance of EDP. So one question you can expect from this role of entrepreneurship development and relevance. You can expect one long question. Then we'll discuss the project aspect of entrepreneurship. So two questions we'll discuss, as per your syllabus, unit 2. So see the role and responsibility of this entrepreneurship development. There are a lot of institution are developed for the development of entrepreneurial
Excuse me,
skills.
sir.
Yes, yes, please.
Sir, slide show mode रे ଟିକେ show करते
होउनी कि sir? कौन एटा
नहीं
actually
sir,
problem?
last class रे भी से same problem ହେଇଥିଲା ତ
हाँ.
most of the class it was stuck in the same
So
spot.
I am trying to show you maximum slide within short period. If you are not able to see, that is a problem. So just a minute, I am hosting once again, sharing once again. Just a minute, sir.
सर स्लाइड शो मोड रे कर दियंतु
ନା ସେୟାରିଂ ତ କରୁଛି ସ୍ଲାଇଡ୍ ଶୋ କୋଉଠି ଅଛି ଏଟା ଜଷ୍ଟ ଏ ମିନିଟ୍ ମୁଁ ତ ସେୟାର କରୁଛି ସେୟାରିଂ କଲି ତାପରେ କିଛି କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ କି
सर
सर
सर F5 बटन टा सर क्लिक करंतु से स्लाइड मोड रे पळे आसीबो
F5
यस सर
ओके
A5 यस सर F5
କାଇଁ ଆସିଲାନି ଜଷ୍ଟ
ଆପଣ 82% जो चार्ज ଦେଖୁଛି ତା ସାଇଡ୍ ରେ ଗୋଟେ ସିମ୍ବଲ ଅଛି sir ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ left ରେ
ଲେଫ୍ଟ ରେ
ହଁ
ଓ
नहीं
ସ୍ଲାଇଡ୍ ଶୋ ଏଇଟା ତ
हाँ sir
ଭିଜିବଲ ହେଲା କି ସାର୍ ଭିଜିବଲ ହେଲା ସାର୍
नो
ଭିଜିବଲ
सर
नहीं
ନାଇଁ सर ହଉନି
नहीं सर
ଆଉ ଥରେ ସେୟାର କରୁଛି ଏଟାକୁ ମୁଁ ଷ୍ଟପ୍ ସେୟାରିଂ କରିକି ଆଉ ଥରେ କରୁଛି ଦେଖିଆ
यस सर
ହେଲା କି ନା ନାଇଁ
स्क्रीन शेयर तो हे गला
ହଁ ନାଇଁ ସ୍କ୍ରିନ୍
बस
ସେୟାର ହେଲେ ଏବେ ଦେଖା ହଉଛି
हाँ स्क्रीन तो देखा जाଉଛି सर पर स्लाइड शो मोड रे नहीं
ଆଚ୍ଛା ସ୍ଲାଇଡ୍ ଶୋ ମୋଡ୍ ଆଉ କୋଉଠି ଅଛି ଏଠି ତ
सर अपन देखंतु स्लाइड शो लेखुची ना ऊपर सर इंसर्ट डिजाइन एनिमेशंस एंड स्लाइड शो
ହଁ ସ୍ଲାଇଡ୍ ଶୋ ଦେଖଉଛି ସ୍ଲାଇଡ୍
हाँ
କଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଲ
सर
ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି
सर
ସେୟାର
अपन ଆପଣ ଯାହା ବି କରୁଛନ୍ତି କଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଲ ରେ ସେଇଟା କିଛି ଶୋ ହିଁ କରୁନି
କରୁନି
ନା ସର
ଏତେ ଦିନ କରିକି ବି ସେ ସବୁବେଳେ ଭୁଲ ହଉଛି
Sir, let it continue. There is no.
ଓକେ ଓକେ ନା ଜଷ୍ଟ ନା ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଟିକେ କଣ କହିଲେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ସିପିଏମ୍ ପଟ ର ବି ଆପଣ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି ତାର ବହୁତ ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ ସେ ପ୍ରୋଜେକ୍ଟ ଆପ୍ରାଇଜାଲ ଅଛି ତ ଦେଖିଲେ ଭଲ ହବ ଟିକେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟ ରୁ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ନହେଲେ କଣ କି
ହଁ ସର ଏବେ ସ୍ଲାଇଡ ଶୋ କରୁଥିଲା
ଏବେ କରୁଥିଲା ଦେଖିଲେ
ଏବେ ନେକ୍ସଟ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ତ ହଉଛି
ହଉଛି ତ ତାହେଲେ ଥାଉ ଏମିତି ଏମିତି ଦେଖାଯାଉ
ହଁ
ଏମିତି
ହଁ ୟେସ୍ ସର
okay so we'll start with this role of entrepreneurship development so there are certain aspect so skill development you can say skill development mind shift so skill development this entrepreneurship development training activity are helpful for develop the skills of individuals so second one is mindset shift it is very important so normally what happened people are going for in our
पानी ଟିକେ
country
ବାହାର
people
କରିବା
are मनोज सर टिके क्लोज कर दियंतु साउंड टा आसी मनोज कुमार
sure
माझी
sir
सर यस so mindset shifting so that is very important mindset shifting means you are in job field you are shifting to entrepreneurial activity so that is very important these entrepreneurial development institutions are motivating people to make different kind of business unit by guiding in different way so they sometimes provide idea they sometimes guide you in innovation network how to start your entrepreneurship that aspect is guided then financial assistance yesterday I have told last class I have told how these financial assistance given by different institution there you can cite the example of IIM IIT they are making different kind of activity promoting the entrepreneur new entrepreneur to start their startup then they are also making different kind of marketing activity as I have told along with the government So IIM Sambalpur is taken the responsibility of family, child and family welfare department to conduct different projects, and they are guiding the small entrepreneur to do certain activity. NGOs, non-governmental organizations, then SSG group involved with this IIM Sambalpur. So they are doing this. Then brand building already, again they are making different kind of marketing, promoting through different small organization, associating with different digital organization like Flipkart, this Amazon, and all these things. They are making, involving the association with this. So automatically entrepreneur can get number of help from the institution. Then legal regulation guidelines. So normally what happened, we are not known about the legal procedure guidelines, how to make it. So we are not aware about this. So these organization will help the small units or big units to guide these legal aspects. So they are tie up with different legal institution. They are tie up with different government officials. So they can guide with a proper format how to start up with proper guidance of registration and all these legal aspect. Then promoting cultural, already we have discussed entrepreneurial culture, how they develop it. So they promote to maintain a ethical principle involving the culture, both where you are starting your entrepreneurship. Then economic development, no doubt when a number of entrepreneurs will start their startup, so job opportunity will be created. So see, the government of India is always focusing that we have create job opportunity for this much of student, this much of, so they are highlighting regarding this aspect, how many people involved in entrepreneurship, how many recruitment or how many job opportunities are created. So apart from this government job, they are creating job opportunity for the society. So that is another important factor in role of entrepreneurship development. So there are so EDI, Entrepreneurship Development Institution in Delhi, they are focusing several aspects, and they are also promoting different entrepreneur to start their startup. Then EDI Gujarat also making different kind of activity. IIM Ahmedabad is doing this entrepreneurial development activity. So number of organizations in Odisha, you can say IED, Institute of Entrepreneurship Development, IED Manchester. They are also promoting this. So different organization associate with this entrepreneurial role. In case of this role of entrepreneurship, they are making different kind of activity. Then relevance of PDP, how it is relevant. No doubt it is create job opportunity for both. In case of they are creating job opportunity for public, or they are creating job opportunity for students. So innovation and technology advancements, relevance. So when you are in entrepreneurship, they are guiding to start with a different way, technological base, and technological innovation, idea, new creation. So all these things are, see, I'm citing an example how this different country are strategically market their product. In case of China, in festival occasion, they are highlighting, when we are using the term Swadeshi, they are highlighting avoid China product. They produce a product, in the back of a t-shirt they are writing avoid China product. So so people will thought that it is a Indian product, so they will purchase. So strategically they will go. So we have to also face this challenge. So innovation, creative idea, creative technology, when you are putting, then automatically it will lead to your business, or it will helpful for your business. Then social change and community development or community development. You are involved in social change. You are involved in community development, making different kind CSR activity. So automatically it will helpful. Then inclusivity and diversity, or you can say diversification. Sometimes what happened in EDP, trained youth not go through the same pattern, same style, same opportunity searching. So new idea, new principle, new style of business can help the business unit. Then you can say reliance and adaptability, trustful. So you must be very trustful for the public. So this institution guide this EDP, entrepreneurship development, can guide to how to be very trustful for the public, trustful for the society, trustful for the employees, considering all factors, trustful for your investor. So you are adopting transparency, so everybody can trust you, so your business will be grow like anything. So access network and resources, you have multiple resources like public, you are getting opportunity from government resource, you have skill, unskilled, semi-skilled people, you are trained them and make the unskilled to skills, semi-skilled to skill, unskilled to semi-skilled likewise. So you can use your network. So your association, suppose your organization is associated with a big institution, so you can take the advantage of training, development, all these things, so you can make your institution more effective. Then economical planning. So in case of economical planning, how you are how you are creating different kind of plans, so your institution will not face any financial burden or financial difficulties. So again, then last part is you are going for enhancing global competition, you are entering into international market, and through all these procedure, so they will guide this, EDP will guide you to go through the international market, and what are the different strategy, what are the different rules and regulation, what are the different policy, the investment. So all these things will guide by this EDP. So normally what happened, this entrepreneur EDP help in a certain aspect, so we can develop our business with a successful manner. So this is a kind of activity this EDP institution is doing. So sometimes what happened, we are facing challenges from market, and these challenges are not solved. We are not able to solve the challenges. We are taking the help of this big institution, big organization, governments. As yesterday I have told you regarding this OHub. OHub, Odisha Hub is a kind of entrepreneurial training organization which provide different facilities. They are providing financial assistance through other big organization. Suppose a startup, small startup is starting, so they are merging, they are linking with the big startup, so they can invest their profitable SUV to strategic business unit to your unit. So big organization, they have cash reach, so they will help the small organization getting the benefit, financial benefit. Just like bank, sometimes bank is not offering financial benefits to you or supporting due to several things. Bank is always searching for security, collateral, but this institution is not searching because they are happy with the idea. So they thought that the business will give a better result. So these are the things, relevance and role. See, this is one expected question, role and relevance you can get one question. Next, come to our topics, project appraisal. So yesterday we have discussed the EDP aspect. So today we'll discuss about project appraisal and management. So I will show you several slides. See, just, is it visible? Is it visible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So see, just look, give a glance of this topic what we will discuss. So this is project appraisal management. So in project appraisal management, we will discuss about the project, what is project, how the project are implemented, then different stages of project. So we'll go through this technical, financial, we'll discuss. Then we'll discuss about the project process. Then tools and technique. Why I have focused on this aspect, already CPM part it is discussed in research methodology. Still I will guide you small, very easy manner. So these topic will discuss. Okay, so let me then I have cited solar project, how they are successfully conduct. So we'll go through the slides very quickly, so carefully observe. So project appraisal, that is kind of any kind of project you are going to start. These are the following steps we have to maintain. See, I have look at the picture also. So this picture indicates so many things. So project, you are making a project, thinking for long run, you are visualizing for long term objective, you are making a good idea, you are quite comfortable with your project, you are thinking that this project is viable, so you are making this kind of activity. So let me start with this. It is a kind of viability, feasibility. You are making a idea, you are putting your idea and start your startup. So see, it involve all these planning, coordinating, implementing, managing, all these aspects are required. So project management, application of knowledge, skill, tools, technique, time, cost, quality, all these things are involved when you are making start a startup or a project. So project appraisal means you are evaluating. So you are making a project. Anybody saying anything? Uttam sir, please mute. Okay, so fine. So this project appraisal is highly essential to everybody know what you are doing. So accordingly, you will go. So you should plan with a very systematic way. Otherwise, sometimes what happen, due to lack of planning, your business may fails. So you are making different kind of you are facing different kind of stages. So first one is as you told, you are making a plan, you are putting knowledge, your knowledge, what are the technology required, then how much cost is required or how much investment required, per time slot, how much time you will take, what is the quality or who are your competitor, how much quality you will maintain, what category of product you will prepare. So likewise, so many things you have to think before starting a startup. Then stages of project appraisal. As you know, technical appraisal, the era is technical era. In the present scenario, unless until you know technology techniques, so everything will be collapsed. See, sometimes what happened, you are highly technically sound, but due to ideas, new ideas, concept, feasibility, so you are not able to implement the technology in your business field. So that is important. You are quite comfortable with technology, but due to finance, you are not able to purchase the software. So you are not to purchase the technology. You are not purchase the machinery equipment. So that is sometimes happens. Then financial appraisal, from where you will get fund, whether it is from share market, whether it is from banks, whether from financial assistance from government. So accordingly, you have to prepare your project. So financial aspect, technological in project aspect or a project appraisal evaluation, that is a kind of appraisal. Before starting your project, you are making different kind of appraisal. So normally what we say, that marketing is all about justifying your opinions. So similarly, marketing start when the concept in the mind of the entrepreneur. So you are making different kind of strategy when you are decide to start your business unit. So you are thinking about your investment, everything happens, but after that you have to sell the product in the market. So you are thinking before starting your business unit, you are thinking how to create competition, how to sell your product, how to get profit out of this. So all these things you are thinking when you are entering into the business. So that is very important. So these are the stages: technical appraisal, financial appraisal, fundraising, where to get fund. That is the major challenges for all entrepreneur, where to get funds. So people are not able to leave their job due to financial instability. Suppose I am an entrepreneur, I am ready to start my entrepreneurship, but the monthly salary which I am getting from my present job, if it is stop, then I cannot survive in the market, because I'm a family holder. There are lot of burdens. So that is a kind of problem for me. So that is a problem statement for the business. So I'm trying to start my startup. I'm not getting financial support or funds. I have a good idea. So pitching the idea is another major things. So when you are pitching, you should focus on this financial appraisal. When you are making a business, so that is important. Where to got these funds or kahan se mujhe milega funds, that is very important. So economical appraisal to whether it is the market is ready to accept your product, whether the paying capacity or capital income of individual, you are starting the area. Suppose you are starting your business in a tier 1 city with a higher population, economically they are higher or financially they are sound, it's okay. Suppose you are starting the same entrepreneurship in the rural area, the paying capacity of the people are very less, so you cannot start this, you cannot survive. So economical appraisal is essential for the business unit. Your final economy, how much growth is growing. Suppose take the example, you are decide to start a business in Raghunathpur or Patia, or sorry, you are near last part of Raghunathpur, or you can say near Nandankanan. So it is a growing city. City is growing towards Raghunathpur. City is growing towards Khordha. So if you are starting a entrepreneurship in that area or startup in that area, then definitely it will take little time, but it will sustain. So that is very important. You can get less cost land from that place. You can groom up your business. So considering that, you are making different kind of appraisal. Then market appraisal already we have. So the competition, who are your competition? Suppose big player are in the same field and you are charging higher cost, so nobody will accept your product. So you have to focus that the product quality must be good and local natural product you are providing. So suppose you are in others garment segment, so you have to think about the other competitor who are in the competition. So accordingly your plan must be prepared, otherwise you cannot survive. Then environment, social appraisal, so society sustainability, then impact on, suppose you, I'm citing an example, impact of community. When Coca-Cola launch when Coca-Cola sell their product in Arabic country, he use a cap that is color green, and sometimes what they offer that green color cap to the Arabic people. So the response is negative because sometimes what happened, the color is used for spiritual purpose. So considering certain factor, they face a lot of problem. So actually this case is happen in Indonesia, not in Arabic country, sorry. So Indonesia, they use green color in coffin. So these companies face problem. So community impact also matters. And I'm citing another simple example. You can find the this example. So in when Reliance Press introduced in Bhubaneswar, they face lot of challenges from the local community. So local vendor are creating problem. The local community not agree to start allow the Reliance company to start their venture or Reliance Press nearby place. So local vendor create problem. So gradually this sort out. So problem is sort out gradually by making a balance between the community impact and your deliverance of product. And they try to solve it through the with the help of the community. So these things happen. Then you can say the project management process. Next step is project management process. How the project is going. So project you are thinking about the life cycle, how the time period slot. So initiative, idea, identification, then feasibility study. Feasibility means whether it is viable or not. Feasibility study, then planning, the scope, opportunity, your budget, that is also calculated. Budget is a predetermined action for your future expenses. So that budget plan is very important. Then execution, implementation, project activity, then implementation of project, who will lead the team, how they will conduct the program. So considering several aspects, this execution part is important. So then monitoring and controlling, tracking, who will track, who will manage, how much risks you can take. So that aspect is taken care. Then delivery, output, evaluate performance. So project process can be guided in this way. So particularly in the time of deliverance, output, then you are thinking about the packaging aspect, then transportation. All these things are taken care by this project management process, starting from idea, ending with the end customer, how you are delivering the product, closing পর্যন্ত যাহা যাহা activity हुए সেই project management process, it involves in project management process. Then we go to the technological aspect or tool and techniques we are using. So here we have covered 3 points. One is project appraisal, starting definition, how you are starting with this. Then stages of project appraisal, how you are making this technical, financial appraisal, marketing appraisal, environmental aspect. Then the idea, planning, execution, monitoring, and closure. That is also another major process of this project appraisal. So you are making this identification, planning, then how much your scope, how much you can expand your business scope, the area you are covering. So that aspect. Then come to tools and techniques. It is very important. Tools and techniques you are using in your business. So you are analyzing cost benefit analysis, CBA. You are analyzing the net present value. So when you are making this project appraisal, you are adopting certain tools and technique to implement your business successfully, or you run your business successfully. You are doing this kind of activity. Then you are calculating internal rate of return, how much, or you can say investment on return, internal rate of return or investment of return, how much you can invest, how much you can get back. So payback period, in after how much year you will get back your money. Is it audible? Sir, is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this then CPM part. So project evaluation review technique, that part. And so we'll go through very simple problem. You just observe it carefully. So then critical path method, the maximum. You are always thinking about the maximum difficulties. You are predicting that you are ready for maximum difficulties. You are ready for worst, but you are prepared for best. You are delivering the best, but you are ready for the worst. So that is this critical path method. In general management, general marketing, we'll discuss in this way. So बलदिया मेथड रे हमें भाबुछु जे केते कष्ट रे हमें बिजनेस टाकू चलै परिया मैक्सिमम, हमकु सब भाबिया सब भलो आसीबो, किंतु केते कष्ट हमकु पड़ी पारे, सेटा ही क्रिटिकल पाथ मेथड. हमें कहया धरो सपोज यू आर गोइंग टू शहीदनगर, the route you are moving to Shahidnagar, the nearest route and the maximum period you will take to reach. तम सांग आसुची जयदेव रु शहीदनगर, से केते डेरी रे पहुंचबो, यू आर रेडी, केते जल्दी दरकार और केते डेरी रे पहुंचबो, को रूट रे से सब डेरी रे पहुंच पारे. So you are predicting. Then SWOT analysis, your strength, opportunity, threat analysis. Then chart, you can say it Gantt chart. So chart period you are thinking. So one by one we'll go very quickly. So first one is cost benefit analysis. So see, suppose your cost, you are charging cost is 1 lakh. You are expecting benefit, your value, you are expecting your return 1.5 or 1,50,000. So you are comparing. So how much benefit you are getting. So whether this project is viable or not. So expecting that. So compare total expected cost, then benefit. So you are deducting it. So cost benefit analysis. You are making a analysis. So there in costing, in production, in research methodology, you can go through the details. But here we are just focusing how this cost benefit analysis is working. So normally what happened, building a park cost 1 lakh, but the benefit को source रू आपण funds पाइले, tourism, community health, you are getting funds. So you are calculating that 1,50,000 will get back. So our project is viable. Whether your project is viable or not, you are calculating on cost benefit analysis basis. Then net present value, NPV method. So it is again, it is, you can in costing, you can go through the details information in cost accounting you can find. So cost accounting will guide you in all these things, but in general, how we will calculate net present value? So calculate the present value of future cash flow. Kete paisa asibo, flow of cash. You are not getting profit, but cash flow is huge. So you can run your business viably. So investment in, I have highlighted, see, investment is 10,000, future cash flow is 12,000. So you can give a discount of 1,000. So you are getting benefit out of this. So your project is accepted. So see, so you are getting investment is 10,000 you have, or 1 lakh you have invested, 1,20,000 your cash flow, you are giving discounts. So you can, your project will be viable. So in general, you can say calculate the present value, future cash flow, then initial investment, how much you have invested. On that basis, we are calculating. Very simply, we are calculating net present value. Ebbe kete achi? Ebbe project viable achi na nahi. So present, considering the present value, you are making this business. Is it visible? Slide is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So next one is sorry. Then internal rate of return or investment on investment on return on investment. So how much you have invested, how much you will get back. So return of rate of return, how much percentage you will get. So 20% you are expecting a rate of return. Investment kali kete percentage mo paili. So that aspect is considered as a viable aspect. So internal rate of return we are calculating on investment basis. I have investment this much. Here is a small problem I have highlighted. It is not a problem, just a side example. 10,000 project return. See, a project cost 10,000, return is 12,000 on 1 year. First year you are getting 20%. So calculating the percentage, if the company require rate of 10%, the project is accepted. So return, our project is accepted when we are getting the profit with a right manner, considering the rate of interest. आमे कोचे हमको 10%, 5% दरकार benefit. जदि 5% आसी, we can run the business. So very simple method. In 1 year, how much you are invested and how much you are getting back, and calculating in percentage. If your percentage is higher than your expectation, then you can run the business. So you can run the business with a very decent way. Then payback period. How much payback period? It indicates in how many years you can run your business. How many year, or after how many year you can get back your money. Suppose I have invested 10 lakhs rupees. In how many year I will get back my return, or get back my investment. I have invested 20 lakh. After how many period I will get back my money along with a very less rate of interest or bank rate of interest. Mu invest करची केते टंका वर्ष केते वर्ष परे mo project, we are calculating whether our project is viable or not. If these things are happens, then we will continue the business. Payback period method. The meaning is the time it take to recover the initial investment in shorter payback or less time with less risks. How much risks you can take? I'm a middle class family holder. I'm a less capital. How much period I can keep this fund, or I can use my fund? I have taken I have taken funds from my mother, my brother, so family member. After how many year I will return back? That period is payback period. So investment is 10,000, annual return is 2,000. So payback period is very simply, we are dividing the year accordingly, we'll make. So this is a viable project. So we consider this project as a viable project. Then come to the POT, or you can say CPM, project evaluation and review technique. So critical path method, very simply we are highlighting this. So in research methodology, you can find the details of this. So is it audible?
Yes, sir.
हाँ बुझा पड़ुची
Yes,
तो
audible.
बहुत simple
sir.
way रे देछि बुझा पड़ुची.
Yes, sir.
Yes, fine. So then here I have highlighted a picture. See, critical method. It is a 4 दिनियार critical method दियाइछि. Suppose take the example, the technique to plan and schedule the project activity, identifying the critical path, longest path that determine the project duration. We are expecting how much. अपन देखिथिबे bridge construction. In case of bridge construction, they are giving time period 1 year, but it will take even if your family in your own building, when you are predicting to complete within a short period, but the project increase, price increase, everything increase. So what happened? Initially they construct very quickly, the constructor construct very quickly, then after it will take more time. So you are not able to, normally we are not able to complete it with the stipulated time period. So this method, see, we are expecting 3 days. Here we have highlighted 3. A is 3 days, B is 2 days, C is 4 days. So critical method is A, B, C सबुर combined करिके हम देखंतु एठी देइछि किछि आपण को पाथटा सबुटो क्रिटिकल कोटा सबुटो अधिक टाइम लागुछि. So we have highlighted 9 days of the total project time, maximum time we are taken. So critical path method, maximum time slot or time period you are taking for the project. Clear? So next one is SWOT analysis. So as you know, strength, weakness, opportunity, threat, it is a kind of evaluation of your own. So you are searching for your strength. So sometimes that happen, you have good contact with dealer or good contact with the market. So you can analyze that internal, external factor, you have a certain strength. So that strength you can utilize in your business field. Suppose you are financially sound, that is a strength. Your parents are very sound, financially sound, or as a entrepreneur, your supporting partner or your wife is making is a government employee. So there is no responsibility. You can start and run. So that is a strength of your own. So in business, same, your organization is a old organization, having having experience, you are very much good contact with government, you are associate with ruling party, so automatically it will consider as strength of the organization. So when you are starting a project, you are thinking, yes, I can run because I am having certain strength. Then again, considering the weakness part, your project is, you are quite young, young to this business. Other parties, those who are associated with the same, are very senior, very experienced, very financially sound. Their market is very large. They are in similar business along with different product line or service line. So they are having a lot of advantage. So that is a weakness, or you can say that is a threat for you. Sorry, that is a threat for your opposition, your how the competitor is doing. So weakness, in case of weakness, you can say your location disadvantage. You are staying in a different location. You are facing problem location wise, parking space, or you can say parking space, or sometimes your product line is less. You are dealing with one product, so you can consider it as a weakness. Or your employees, number of employees, that is less. Stock keeping place is very less, or you can say the place where your business unit is running with a less space. So all these things are considered as weakness for your business. So you need more space, but you are having less space because you are in a prime location. Sometimes you are in prime location, so cost is high. So as a new entrepreneur, you are not taking a large size of outlet. So that is a weakness for your organization. Then opportunity, as you say, opportunity, you are a qualified, you are a trained, you are a experienced, you are having lot of networks, you are born in the same place, born and brought up in the same place, you have public contacts, so automatically it will create up. Then your bankers are very good. You are associated with different banks. Your relationship with bankers are fine. So sometimes what happened, you are associated with stock market. So you can lead to start your startup with a very effective way. So that is a strength for this organization. So you are considering the strength aspect. So you can think these are the then last part, that is a chart. Regarding chart, Gantt chart, it is otherwise called visual chart. So see, I have highlighted a visual chart. First week, what is your position? Second week, what is your position? Third week, what is your, or third year, you can week or period. You can third month, you can say, or fourth month, or you can say first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, so likewise. So you are graphically presenting. So graphically, how it is advantage? So in your mind, in your picture, every time you are thinking about your you are watching your graphs, how you are increasing. So you are predicting. That is also important for your business. So presentation in your mind, always it is written that I have to reach this position, I have to reach that position. So design, construction, testing is a three major aspect you are keeping as a benchmark. So construction, how much? So it is on the basis of, it is a particular area we have taken. So construction, design, and testing aspect. In case of garment, it will be different. In case of production or in case of FMCG, it may be different. So you are making, as per your business, you are making a chart, Gantt chart. It is Gantt chart. You have to keep it in your mind always to see each task start and end when, and how, what is your position. So you are making these kind of things. So your tools and techniques you are using in your business plan, or you can business project. So your project will be successful by considering these following factors. So you are accepting this challenge through this. Then come to another aspect, appraisal part. Your business, next one is appraising. You are appraising your business plan, whether it is right or wrong. See, I have shown two pictures. Everybody, in case of job, everybody is focusing towards you, that what is your performance. So performance appraisal. But in case of entrepreneurship, you are appraising yourself, whether your business is effective or not. You are thinking about your resources, the resources you have, your supplier, your distributor, your chain, everything you are evaluating. Appraising management, ensure efficiency resource allocation. You are allocating your cash, you are distributing funds, you are utilizing your funds, the time slot, you are thinking about your time slot, your material, raw material, keeping this, or you are placing order accordingly. So that is effectively. So you are appraising. So you are predicting that every month I will take, I will use 100 units. So before this period, you have to order, because there will certain time to come the or you can say the delivery, product delivery time period also matters. So sometimes what happened, you have order, but the order is not reached to you. So customer will be very unhappy if you are they are not getting right time, right product, right place. Clear? So then reduce project risks, uncertainties. You are always trying to reduce the uncertainties. Sometimes what happened, sometimes fund lacking of funds. Sometimes you are taken more project, or you are associated with more project, but you are not able to deliver. So try to reduce the risks by whatever you take that much of project which you can deliver in right time. So you can maintain your reputation. So order receiving also a challenges. So reduce, always try to reduce your risks. मते मोर ऑर्डर कम थी मेंचाई आनिक रखिदेवी आइटम. सो स्टॉक नथिबो, तो पैसा इन्वेस्टमेंट, कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट विल इंक्रीज. So space cost will increase. So considering this aspect, you are reducing the project risks and uncertainty. next, suppose next month festival time, your sales volume increase. Next month may not be that much of sale you can get, or your organization may not get that much of opportunity in next month. So accordingly, you should prepare. Then information decision making, informed decision making. So support informed decision making. So this is a kind of decisional or administrative decisional making activities, or what decision you are taking in which area, that is also appraised or taken care. Then promote accountability and transparency. As you know, when you are making a project, it must be very transparent to your stakeholder, those who are invested money. Don't hide anything. So you are then accountable. You have taken funds from different party, so you are accountable to deliver the quality service with higher benefits. So you are accountable to your stakeholder. So you have to pay their amount with a very transparent way, ethical way. That is also under this appraisal, project appraisal. So everybody should take care of this appraisal part. ଆମେ କହୁନେ ଯେତେ ଭଲ ଆପଣ ଆପ୍ରାଇଜ କରିବେ ସେତେ ଭଲ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଡକ୍ଟର ଯେତେ ଭଲ ଡାଇଗ୍ନୋସିସ୍ କରିବ ସେତେ ଭଲ ମେଡିସିନ ପ୍ରେସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ କରିବ. So as a business unit, the prediction of what you are predicting, your appraisal is most important when you are making business. You are predicting with a right, correct manner. So that is important. Then encourage sustainable and successful project output. Encourage sustainable. See, as a entrepreneur, you are also guiding others to make different kind of project with successful manner. As a manager, you are managing with a very effective way, taking the help of all your subordinate and run your project with a very decent and fair way. So last part, so how you will get this project with this is a solar project I have highlighted the project how you are making. So nowadays the concept of solar plant, solar unit, these are more applicable. So we are making different kind of project. I am talking about a small project, how you are making different projects. So see, in case of hibiscus plantation, mandara gacha. So taro gote project kara haitila. I am talking about that, how they are making project, how it is helpful for others. So I'm making a project of cost 10 lakh rupees. So the area is half acre. So the budget is 10 lakhs. The project is the land is half acre, and the plantation plant prepared by the entrepreneur by own. So they are cutting, making different kind of cutting the hibiscus plant, जो गछर डाल को आनिकी काटिकी से माने प्लांटेशन कले 2000 plant ru they have started. From 2000 plant they have started, and the scarcity of hibiscus flower in the area, in the it is surveyed, and accordingly they have prepared the project. So demand, considering the demand in Bhubaneswar and periphery area, the project demand is high. Everybody is using this flower to use worship purpose, and and the market is very bigger, and challenges also less, because most of the flower taken from Calcutta. So this project is very viable, and in within short period, so every day they can get within this 2000 plant, every day they can get back 2000 rupees 2000 rupees profit every day. If they plant with the right manner, they can get, but they can get 2000 rupees profit every, because it is 50% profit. And there are a lot of challenges. In case of this hibiscus plant, how they are facing challenges, this insect जोटा कहते भौर खाई दिए से जो कढ़ गुड़ाक से गोटे challenges. এটা problem, I'm talking about problem statement. Problem statement रे कौन होची, sometimes these monkeys are taking the flower buds. So monkey Second one is this Bhor. So taro kono se kochandi se uda taro problem statement re. And there is and in case of advantage, regarding advantage, there is no need of making more watering. Everyday watering is not required. So once you planted, you can get the outcome. No need of more people. So only thing is that you have to observe, or you can say security aspect is a major challenges. Anyway, so here I have focused on this project appraisal, project management and outcome. In appraisal, evaluation technique, feasibility, cost, demand and environment impact. In case of solar project, what happened? You are putting, the government is helping the units by taking the extra solar to Tata is taking extra solar. Suppose ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ solar machine ବସଉଛନ୍ତି, ତାରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଘରର utilization ପରେ ଯାହା extra ଆସିବ ସେଟା ନେଇଯିବ government, and they will refund, they will pay you certain financial benefit out of this. ଯେତେ unit ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ extra ଆସିବ ସେ unit ଗୁଡ଼ା ଆପଣଙ୍କର add ହେଇଯିବ ଆଉ ଆପଣ financial benefit ପାଇବେ. Project cost is very less. Suppose ଆପଣ ଛାତ ଉପରେ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, in your rooftop you are putting this plant, then automatically you will get benefit. Jodi besi area achi, if it is 4,000 square feet or 5,000 square feet, the project cost is very less. 50% subsidy you can get. The government will provide you 50%, almost 50% of subsidy, 40 to 50% subsidy they will provide. Extra the extra amount they will, extra output or production they will take back. So Tata will take back the extra production. So thing is that the what is the project, you can say project problem. So you can face, suppose natural calamities, cyclone, sometimes raining heavily for a long period. So that time you cannot consume more, you cannot get more energy. So that is a project demerits, or you can say these are the challenges for your business unit. So these are the things we project appraisal. Within this one class I have completed this project and how you will implement this project in your business field. So this is all about this project appraisal. 2 questions you can get from this project. So one is you can find same tools and techniques of project appraisal. This is a long question, or in general you can get a question, long question. So the 2 questions from this project appraisal you can get. You have to write all these project things. So that is one long question. And second one is tools and techniques. This is a long question. So thank you. Anything more? Next class we'll discuss.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
interaction ଟିକେ ହେଇପାରୁନି କାହିଁକିନା ଏଇଟା virtual mode ରେ interaction ହଉନି, କେତେବେଳେ physical ଦେଖା ହେଲେ ହବ. Thank you. I will
Thank you, sir.
I will share PPT along with some material. Rasmi madam को पठेଇ देबी. Thank you.
Have a good day, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Happy Prathamashtami, sir.
Same to you all.